Hi, friends. You've probably heard this before, but I'm the luckiest guy in the world because every day I get to leap out of bed and do the thing that I know without a doubt I was put on this earth to do. I'd do it if I had to pay money to do it, and I would do it if it was illegal. But with that sort of privilege comes a huge responsibility to give your very, very best every day. And that is hard after painting animals for 53 years. That's a long time in oil paint. I'm now 60 years old. I turned 60 this year. And just in the last 30 years, I've done almost 1,400 paintings. Some big, some small, but 1,400 works. And I'm just not interested in doing pretty pictures anymore. I'm interested in telling a story, a profound story. Kind of like Charlie Russell was capturing the West. I'm capturing a diminishing time when wildlife roams free in an unencumbered, or what we call an open system. When I see a lion in the field and I'm sketching it, it can walk to Morocco or Cape Town. That time is coming to an end. That's a huge responsibility and a motivation for me to get the story right. And how do you get the story right? It's time in the field. I've watched wildlife for thousands of hours. I travel every year. I travel for a third of the year probably. And a third of the time is in the studio and a third of the time is with family. But that's a burden on my family as well. But traveling, you get to the soul and the character, and you begin to understand what it is that makes an animal be so extraordinary, such an evolutionary marvel. That time in the field, I don't just go buy photographs from a great photographer. There's some great photography out there. Boy, wouldn't that be easy? But I go and watch, and I'll take a few photos, but I also sketch and I observe. I spend time in the presence, letting them do what they do, and try to pull out just the essence of that story and tell it through my paintings. So many field encounters. I've had so many incredible adventures. This year I was in Bhutan, and as a guest of the Bhutan government, I created a commission for the Queen of Bhutan and presented her at the first Tiger Summit for Sustainable Finance in the country of Bhutan. And then the Queen and the King invited a small handful of us over for tea in their spectacular palace, but just interacting with them and learning about their vision for conservation, their vision of a future, a sustainable future, was very inspiring. We had dinner the next night as well, and meeting so many like-minded people from around the world. But those field encounters, as I come out of that, I went to the Forjipka Valley and learned a lot about the tiger. So I'll be doing some tiger paintings from that spectacular landscape. But also swimming with elephants and getting in the water and watching lions interact on a giraffe carcass. So those field encounters really are the node of my creativity. It's everything to me. I don't just take photos. I have to understand the world of that animal, truly understand everything about it. And I think that's what takes me from an illustrator to an artist. And I think what any artist in any subject matter transcends just being a documentarian to a storyteller. Time in the field, time with your subject, understand it really well. My technique has evolved too after all these years, after almost 5.5 decades. And that is less is more. Less is always more, trying to create like I look at a painting like this and just, creating the essence of the grass, creating just the essence of the ear, not just illustrating it. So what used to take me 5 strokes, now I can do in 3. And it's not about faster, it's not about being more, get more done in less time. It's about being more efficient. And one of the ways that happens is I mentally rehearse all the strokes that I'm going to do the night before. Just like I did back in the bodybuilding days, or any athlete does. You think about what strokes you're going to do just to capture the essence of that subject that you're painting. And that's really true with these big scale projects of like this large commission. So I do about 3 to 5 commissions every year, and then I do just my paintings that I want to do. And that's the collection I produce every year. And in this year's collection, I've got some paintings that I've been really thinking about for many, many years. And so I think that I've got my best collection I've had in decades. I want you to come to the shows and you tell me if you think you agree. But lastly, I want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for the support of my work. Thank you for the support of our foundation. We're doing some great work in great countries, making a tangible difference, translocations, restorations, research, and supporting local communities in many ways that benefit from the presence of wildlife versus that wildlife being an economic burden. And then lastly, thank you for supporting our travel company. It's been growing like crazy. We have so many incredible destinations, and I think we have the best team based in Africa. So come out to the shows, see us, say hello, and again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support.